guys, welcome to the Horizon road trip. So currently we're on the ferry en route to France. Today we're heading towards Reims, and this is kind of where the road trip starts. Now there's really not much to say at the moment. We're obviously traveling towards France. It's taken us around like 2 hours to get here from, you know, where I live at university. I will see you guys inside the car when we actually are going to make some more progress. But for now, yeah, that's pretty much it. I'll see you guys in a moment. On the road for about like an hour now, about an hour, and it's absolutely pissing it down with rain. You've probably seen a few clips here. This is actually like, it just feels like I'm in England, but it's just bigger. We're about an hour away from the first hotel. It seems like it's going to be raining all day. We got really unlucky with the weather. So from here, basically, we're just going to see what it's like when we get there. Hopefully this doesn't continue for the whole trip, but obviously we can't predict that as of yet. So we're going to see you guys when we get closer. It's not looking good at the moment. And of course, knowing my luck, as soon as I said this, the sun came out. Made it. Oh my god. Bloody hot. Jesus Christ. Right, so we made it to location 1. Let's get in the hotel and finally do a proper like debrief on what the hell has just happened. Right, so let's go ahead and give you guys a quick debrief on what on earth is actually going on. So obviously I made the introduction talking about the road trip itself, but I've been kind of quiet on the actual, you know, route we're taking and what we're actually going to be doing on this road trip. So in the rest of this video, that's what we're going to go ahead and discuss, what we're going to be doing in Horizon Europe. So currently we are in Reims. We're currently in France. We've kind of used this day to kind of break up the rest of the traveling. We've been driving for about 5 to 6 hours now, obviously from the UK over to Reims in France. We spent the day here, you know, just exploring the sites. There was an orange shop, which was pretty cool. Orange died a long time in the UK for EE, and that was something, I don't know, that was really interesting to me. I'm a bit of a weirdo. Mad. There was a big ass cathedral that we looked in, which was pretty big, and it got bombed in World War II or 1 or something, which was like pretty insane. It was actually, I'm not really giving it credit. I'm sounding a bit arrogant here, but it actually was pretty mad. Anyway, what I'm going to go ahead and do now is get the actual route up for you so you can see it for yourself. And we're going to go through step by step what we're going to be doing each day. So let's go ahead and begin with tomorrow. So as you can see, this is the route itself. Starts off in the UK down to Reims, where we are currently. And then tomorrow we're going to go to the home of Porsche, Stuttgart. In Stuttgart, there's going to be a lot to do. We're going to be staying there for 2 days. We're going to going to visit the Porsche Museum as well as the Mercedes Museum, taking in all the sites that Stuttgart has to offer. We don't really get to the actual driving until after Stuttgart. I'm going to talk about that in a minute. Stuttgart's more of the kind of the museums, taking in the sites, and it's going to be really interesting. I've heard a lot of good things about the Porsche and the Merc Museum. In fact, my dad actually had a recommendation from a friend about the Mercedes Museum specifically, so that's going to be really interesting to vlog, and I think that's something which is going to be really interesting to watch. So after we've obviously gone across from France to Germany into Stuttgart, we stay there for 2 days, and after that we then head to the Austrian Alps. And for you petrol heads out there, that is where we kind of get the actual driving from this trip. Obviously, it's going to be split up into different bits. You kind of have the Reims part, which is more of a layover than anything else. Not really much is happening here other than taking in the sites. We then have Stuttgart, which is the museums. Then we have the Austrian Alps, and that is for the driving. And don't worry, I'm going to try my best to convince the old man to let me drive that Porsche and hopefully get some on camera. I didn't come all this way not to drive the car. So obviously after Stuttgart, we then head into the Austrian Alps. We're going to go ahead and have another layover in a hotel. I don't know what it's called. I'm going to try to pronounce it here. Trineov? I don't think that was actually that bad. And then after that, we're going to go ahead and attack the legendary Stelvio Pass in the dusk of the morning, hopefully when it's clear, to try give the Stelvio Pass a good go. For those that don't know what I'm talking about, the Stelvio Pass is a very, very famous route, one of the bucket list routes for most people, you know, who at least live in Europe. You know, it's one of those routes that's famous, very, very spaghetti-y, very, very twisty, very, very turny, and it's just a very famous route. If you don't already know it, I, you know, recommend you Google it, look at some videos of it. It's a very special route, and it's something which I've wanted to do, and it's been on my bucket list for ages. So the fact I get to do it, you know, so early on, you know, I've only had my license for a year, that is going to be awesome. And as you can kind of already tell, this is where the kind of main driving comes from in this trip. So after we hit the Stelvio Pass, which is without a doubt going to be a phenomenal experience, we then go to northern Italy. We're going to go past a bunch of lakes and a bunch of like, real scenic routes. I've got the list here. We're going to go past Lake Como and Lake Maggiore. Definitely said that wrong. Very scenic routes, very, very hilly, obviously, and that's kind of where the main bulk of the driving comes from this journey. It's kind of from the Stelvio Pass to the northern Italy, and that's going to be a portion of a few days, I assume. After that, we then head into Switzerland, and we're going to go ahead and have another stop in Crans-Montana for 2 days. So again, taking in the sights, driving around, finding some nice driving roads, and that's all stuff that you're going to see on the channel as well. And then after 2 days in Crans-Montana, we're then also going to have another layover in a place called, I think it's called Troyes or something across those lines, before heading home for a very, very long trip back to the UK. And that is the plan, that is the route, that is what we're going to be doing in Horizon Europe. I hopefully explained that okay, and hopefully you guys are interested and excited to see what comes in the future. Apologies for the echo in this room, there's obviously not much I can do, but I'm very excited to show you guys more of this. Obviously over the next few days you're going to see more. It's because I will be separating these videos, you know, bi-daily. The next few days we'll have more in them in terms of content, but that's the route, that's the plan, that's what we're going to be doing. We are now on the road, really, on this road trip to, you know, well, or around Europe. It's going to be a really special one. I do hope you guys stay tuned, because there's going to be a lot to show off. I'm really excited for the Stelvio Pass. I think that's what my kind of going to be my highlight of the trip. That road is a road which I've seen so many times, you know, on YouTube videos. I think it might have actually been on Top Gear once. So yeah, just stay tuned. You already know what it is. You already know what to do. Make sure to go ahead and hit the like and subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next one. You guys have been awesome. Stay safe and peace.